Hey everybody, welcome back to Boxcar's Garage. Disclaimer up front, this video is more of a product of necessity than a typical video of mine. I'm trying to get some information from the lathe hobbyist community and trying to find some appliances, some pieces and parts for this lathe that I picked up recently. So figured I'd crank out a video and push it to a couple of people on YouTube. Mr. Pete, this is really intended for you and anybody else that would like to chime in. So being a novice at this lathe work, I don't have a lot of particulars on it other than, of course, you can see it's wearing the Craftsman badge. I assume that it was probably manufactured from Atlas, and it's a 6-inch lathe. And the length of the unit overall is about 45 inches, if I remember correctly. It didn't have a bunch of accessories with it. Actually, what you see is what you get. They was able to find the case cover for the back of the headstock. And there's a motor, a companion 1/3 horse motor, that I'm unsure whether or not it is correct to the lathe. It does appear to be relatively period to the lathe itself, but I'm not sure about the motor, nor am I sure if the motor even works. I got this a couple of days before a business trip, and I've done nothing but set it on a table. 1750 RPM is what's on the data plate, and it does say Sears and Roebuck at the bottom, so I'm curious if that would be the original to the lathe. I'm also interested in if there's any information with regards to if I wanted to upgrade a motor, what would that be? And what would that potential upgrade mean to the operation of this lathe? All the handles, everything cosmetically appears to be there. The ways do not appear to be worn. I gave them a quick look, but I don't think that the lathe has gotten a lot of use through the years, but you know, my assessment is very limited. The gears on the at the end of the headstock, I don't have a lot of additional gears. I actually only got like 2 other gears, and they're not in all that great shape. I'm assuming that there was probably a set of gears for this unit. I don't know how many that would have been progressively sized, but I don't have those, so I guess I'm on the hunt for those. I just need to know exactly what I'm looking for. As I mentioned earlier, I do have the side cover for that back of the headstock, which I was extremely happy that they was able to find that. Initially, it was disconnected from the unit, and I thought it might have been lost, and I was thinking about fabbing up another one, but luckily it showed up. The chuck on the unit, as you can see, it's a 4-jawed chuck. I don't know the maker or the model of that particular chuck. I don't know of the advantages or disadvantages associated with that chuck. So any conversations with regards to a chuck would be appreciated. I've heard different things about the 3-jaw versus the 4-jaw. I'm really kind of open to suggestions as to what I should be looking for in the future. I do believe I'm interested in getting maybe one of the quicker tool posts that you can change out your cutters with. Anyway, that's really all that I can think of as far as open-ended questions for the community. Any and all guidance as to how a person would attack a refurb on this unit is appreciated. Any product recommendations would be appreciated, and any sort of steps with regards to properly cleaning and dressing up, like the ways and that sort of thing. I would like to go about this the right way the first time around. And that's about all I got. Thanks for checking out my video. If you happen to be into lathe work and you'd like to comment, please feel free to provide me anything that you want to offer as far as this particular lathe. My expectations for this lathe is that of an initial learning tool and a potential refurb project, which I don't seem to have enough projects because I keep on collecting them. So thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed the pictures, and have a good day.